morning. It is Saturday, the 13th of September, and sorry for the bumpy ride here. Our California streets are always under construction, I feel like. But anyways, okay, so it is Sierra Nevada Yarn Crawl Day. So excited, you guys. So I was actually gonna go by myself and do this yarn crawl by myself, stay up in Reno for a night. And then I'm like, maybe my husband wants to come with me. So he's my chauffeur. No, we're gonna, I'm going to a few less yarn stores. I'm not gonna go to Jimmy Bean's because I've been there several times, and then I'm also not going to go to Lofty Lou's in Placerville because my son has a volleyball game in Placerville later on in the year, and if I need something I will go then, and I've also been there. So I'm just gonna go to 6 out of the 8 yarn stores, and for today we have 4 on the list. We are going to go to Auburn Needleworks first, and then Heathered Yarn second. What is the other one? Atelier third, and then that one's in Truckee. And then there's another one in Reno. I forget the name of it, but we're gonna hit that one last today and then stay the night in Reno. Yeah, it's kind of cool just going out to the two of us and doing this, but I am all set. I have my coffee that my son made me this morning, and I have down at my feet all the yarn projects to work on while my husband drives. Is that not perfect? It's like everything about this trip is amazing. I do have some yarn purchases in mind that I would like to buy that I have a couple projects in mind, and I'll share that with you guys too in just a second. But first, I'm going to flip the camera around and show you guys the 3 yarn projects that I brought with me for this one overnight trip. But I am the princess passenger here, so I think it's okay that I brought 3 projects. Okay, so here are my projects. This first one is my birds and ships cowl. I am on the ribbing. I just started the ribbing on this. So this one is going to get finished today, which is why I needed to bring 3. And then I have, oops, sorry for the fingers. I have my sock. This is a sock that I'm doing for my niece. I may be able to finish that sock. It's only sock 1. And then I have my Cozy Memories blanket, and I am in the middle of a square here, and then I have 1 more square to add on. So, and then it's time for my son to pick out some more yarn for this blanket. So, like, in retrospect, it's really not that much yarn and knitting because I'm going to be finishing that birds and ships cowl today. I only have 1.5 squares left on the blanket, and then the sock, however far I get on that sock, will be phenomenal. Okay, so the yarn that I want to get today is for this here. This is a 2012 pattern. So when I presented it to my daughter, I'm like, okay, you just have to imagine it all one color. Super cute, all one color. But, so my grandson is already in 6 to 9 month clothing, and he's 3 months old. So I'm gonna make a 12-month size. Now the yarn requirements for this, it's a sport weight yarn, and it's saying that I need like 8 balls of yarn, 8 50-gram balls of yarn. That's 400 grams. There's no way that this is 400 grams. I just don't see that. I think it's probably more like 200 in a sport weight, but then I also don't want to cut it short. So she wanted a green. She said that they don't have much green in their wardrobe. So I need to find a fun, I don't know, kind of like a boho green. I don't know if that makes sense, but like in a little boy kind of way. That's what I need to find today. I'm sure that I'm going to find a lot of other things. I am buying some yarn for my friend. Do you guys remember those socks that I was working on from Heathered Yarn Co? It's one of the shops that I'm going to visit today. It's the second one on the list. The colorway Steve's Gold is such a beautiful color, and she regretted not buying it when we were there for our yarn retreat, knitting retreat. So I'm going to get that for her. And then who knows what else. I really love the yarn that they have there. It's beautiful colors. The feel of it is so nice. I really like it. So if I got something else there for myself, I would actually really like that too. So I'm going to just kind of chill here for a little bit and knit to try to get that birds and ships cowl done. We have 38 minutes to the yarn shop. We are headed into our first store. Alright, you guys, stop number 1 is done. That was Auburn Needleworks, and this is my treasure. It is from Comfort and Joy Yarn Co., and it is called Crushed Leaves. So I actually purchased something else originally. Total rookie mistake. I was buying yarn for socks for my son-in-law. Beautiful brown tonal, it was just gorgeous. I thought he would love it. I get in the car, we start driving away, and I realize that there's no nylon in it. It was only superwash merino. It was like this plump, lofty, beautiful yarn, but I needed the nylon. And I didn't have a project in mind for that, so I didn't want to just buy it to buy it. I'll find another brown yarn for him, so not an issue there. But I got this one, maybe for myself. I might make it for somebody else, I don't know. But it is like the epitome of fall right now to me. I absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful, and I'm definitely getting into like these fall vibes right now. So looking forward to casting that on soon for fall. I love it. We are on our way to our next yarn shop, which is Heathered Yarn Company in Grass Valley. And that one, I already know I have a purchase in mind there. I really, really love their sock yarn. I was just telling you guys about that. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they have the yarn that I'm looking for there. My husband's not going in with me, it's just me, but we, because we're together. So I just went into a Heathered Yarn, and I bought 2 things. Super fun store. We also hit what is it called, Brew and Bakery or something like that. It's a little coffee shop, and we played Pinochle, so we'll keep that game going. Right now I think I'm ahead. I'm looking at my husband. Okay, so the 2 things that I got this one here for my friend Annie. This is the Steve's Gold, and I've already done the vanilla bean socks in this. So if you watched my last podcast, you'll have seen those in progress, but this one is for my friend Annie. And then I totally went out of my comfort zone on this next one. But the more that I kept looking at it, the more I just knew I needed to grab this yarn. So I'm super excited about it. It is not my norm, you guys. Look at how beautiful that is. I knew that I really wanted another one of her yarns, the Heathered Yarn Company yarns. And they did have a Sierra Nevada yarn crawl colorway, but it was blues and greens, and I just wasn't in the mood for that. I couldn't see that on me. But this one here, like literally the longer I carried it around the store, I just loved it so much. I put it down on the counter to pay for it. And again, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I got that. I love it. So anyways, you guys, yeah, this is what I bought. These two here. On to number 3, which is Atelier in Truckee. Hey you guys, so we just had lunch in Truckee and went to Atelier. I didn't buy anything. I was having such a hard time finding something for my pattern. I've already bought 2 things of sock yarn. I almost bought a baby book, like for baby patterns, but there was, all of the books that I saw were very girl heavy patterns. And I don't mind that because I do have some baby girls to knit for, but if I was gonna buy a book, I wanted it to kind of be at least half boy, half girl. So I didn't buy anything. On the knitting front, I did finish my birds and ships cowl here. I'm gonna put a tassel on. I put it on and I think that the tassel will be so fun because it'll kind of help it to hang down. I think it'll sit a lot better too when I block it, but really excited about that. And then I am super close to finishing this little square here. And I've changed my mind. We are going to go to Jimmy Bean's wool in Reno. So there's 2. There's the Yarn Refuge in Reno and Jimmy Bean's in Reno. I'm kind of thinking that maybe the merino cotton from Knitting for Olive held double might be a good option for this baby jumper romper thing that I'm making. I don't know, I need to look it up. I talked with my daughter and she said that she definitely wants it machine washable. So if I can machine wash Knitting for Olive, I will go that route. And if not, I don't know, we'll find something else. But I'm trying to find machine washable and natural fiber in a green. Those are the 3 stipulations. So, but machine washable is number 1, and then natural fiber is number 2, and then green number 3. So anyways, that's where we're at. We have 38 minutes till we get to Jimmy Bean's, and then I think we're gonna do Yarn Refuge all at the same time, well, like all tonight. So we'll be doing 5 shops today, and then 2 tomorrow, maybe 3 if I just feel like I should be doing all of them, but I don't know if I should do that to my husband. He's over here smiling. Yeah, we're also going to go for a hike tomorrow as well, so we'll have a little bit less time on the yarn shopping, but that's okay. But it's a good compromise. I love going hiking with my hubby. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to keep knitting here in the car while I am the princess passenger, and I'll see you guys at Jimmy Bean's. Look how beautiful the clouds are. day 2 of our Sierra Nevada yarn crawl. I'm in the car again, which has kind of been the place that I've been filming, but we actually yesterday went to 5 yarn shops, and I don't think I showed you guys what I got at Jimmy Bean's. These roads are a little bit crazy. I'm so sorry. So at Jimmy Bean's, it was a lot of fun. They open up the warehouse one time a year, and this is it. So you got to like go back into their warehouse and see all of their supplies and everything, which I've never been. I kind of like walked back there hesitantly, and somebody had mentioned that this is the only time of year that they open it up. That's pretty cool. And then they had a little bingo game, and I did show footage of a game, like a crane, you know, like when you go to an arcade and there's the crane and you grab the stuffed animal or whatever, you know. They had that for yarn. I did play one time. It was pretty fun. I kind of wanted to play again, but I'm just not very good at those. My kids probably would have won. They're so much better at those than I am. Okay, but I did get one item at Jimmy Bean's, and this is it. It is Dream in color yarn, smushy cashmere. Guys, I got some cashmere yarn. It is in the Petrified Forest colorway. I am excited to make a hat out of this. When I was at Atelier in Truckee, I saw a cabled knit hat, and I think I might do this in that pattern. It was a beautiful cabled hat, but it was more of a neutral color, and I almost did that. It was made out of the wolf oak yarn. I almost bought that yarn and pattern and just decided against it. I couldn't decide on a color, and so anyways, I got this. It is just this beautiful tealy green color. I don't even feel like the video is doing it justice here, but gorgeous. Okay, and then we went to Yarn Refuge, I believe was the other one in Reno, and I'm still on the hunt for yarn for the romper that I'm doing for my grandson. Didn't find it still, but I wanted to make a purchase there, and so I was just trying to think. I won't make a purchase unless I have something in mind that I really want to make. So I decided to get this. It's Summer Nuance. It's made in Italy. It is a cotton yarn. I think it's 100% cotton. The sun here is a little bit funny. 100% cotton. But these just scream my mother-in-law to me. These colors are her colors, and so I'm gonna make her a few dishcloths out of this yarn, because I've made her some before and she uses them all the time. Every time I go over there, they're sitting being used on her sink. The other thing that I got is this Pandemonium. This is cotton bamboo, and I think I'm gonna do this actually for the romper. Not this color. They picked a green, the meadow color. So if I find that at the next 2 yarn stores that I'm going to, sorry, I feel like I'm not on center here because I'm trying to avoid the sun. So sorry about that, you guys. But this has a really nice feel to it. It's cotton bamboo. I think it's by Cascade, and I think it'll be a good economical option. Plus washable. They have it in a green, so I am excited about that. Yeah, so if I find that meadow somewhere, I will grab it. If not, I'll just make an online purchase. But that's it today. So we've already been at a coffee shop, which if you haven't seen already, I'll pop that footage in here. And right now we are going for a hike. Babe, what's the hike called?
Genoa Creek Trailhead.
Genoa Creek.
Something like that.
Genoa Creek Trailhead. And how many miles is it?
We're gonna do just a partial. I think it's like 5 miles.
5 miles. That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna go on a 5 mile hike this morning. I love it. It is 11 o'clock. We have 2 yarn stores left that are on the official schedule. We might just hit the last one, because how do you do 7 yarn shops in an 8 shop yarn crawl and like not do that last one? I don't know. I think we might just have to do it. And it's like right off the freeway. It's totally on our way home. So I might just do that one and pop in there too. We'll decide after our hike and after we go to these other Nevada yarn stores. So the other yarn stores that we're going to are Woolly Llama and the Knitting Nest. And Woolly Llama is in Minden, Nevada, and the Knitting Nest is in State Line, Nevada. Here's my little map. Isn't that fun? And then you get stamps for all the places that you go. All right, off to our hike. I think it's time to knit a little bit on some socks. So I just stopped into Trader Joe's. To me, the Trader Joe's bags are the best souvenir. So each state has a different bag. Did you guys know that? So this is the front and the back, and then every side and the bottom are different. I'm not gonna be able to show you guys this, but that's the bottom of the bag. So it just has to do with their state. But they're so fun. They're $1. I got one for me, one for my daughter, because she always steals my bags, which is totally okay. But yeah, I just had to share with you guys. Best souvenir ever, cheapest souvenir, and they last a long time. That hike was amazing. We did 4 miles. It took us a little over an hour to get up, and then we ran and walked down, and it took us about 35 minutes. So we are literally 1 minute from the Woolly Llama. I was gonna change and put on a cute dress, but I just feel so hot and sweaty that workout clothes, it is. I don't need to look cute. It's all good. You guys, I did it. I hit all the marks for what I was looking for that baby item. Machine washable, natural fibers, the color green, and the price point was right. This is it, you guys. Queensland Collection, United. Isn't that a great green? It's not showing up great here, honestly. It's a little bit more muted than this. It's great. I'm hoping gauge-wise it'll all work. We will see. I got 5 skeins of it, and it's 250 yards. It might be more of a fingering weight than a sport weight, but I don't know. We're gonna go with it. I'll make adjustments to the pattern if I need to, but I think that this is a great option because it is soft, machine washable wool. Oh, I don't know if I told you this. It's wool, cotton. Lamb's wool and cotton is what it is. It's great, you guys, and I got the approval from my daughter as well, so whoop, whoop, that's awesome. But I got that at the Woolly Llama. Let's see, their logo is a llama, like a super colorful llama. It's really cute. We are headed to State Line, Nevada, which is, when you think of like Lake Tahoe, that's kind of the area that you think of. It's like where all the casinos are on the South Lake Tahoe side, just as you come over the Nevada border into, well, the California border into Nevada, if you're coming from California. So that's where we're going for the last one. It is called the Knitting Nest, and cannot make it in time to Lofty Lose. Just don't have enough time, drive time. It is 3:17 right now. Our road is going up and down. So if this is making any of you sick, I'm sorry. It's kind of making me a little bit, ugh. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna work on my socks until we get there. We have about 20 minutes till we get there, and I'm about ready to add in this heel color for the toe. This is this year, and I don't have the ball band with me, but there's no nylon in this. It is a sock wool. It is it Portuguese wool or something like that? So I think it's meant for socks is what it says, but I put the nylon heel in. And then I am going to do the toe, like an inch of stockinette before I start for the rounded toe. Just so that, like on the ball of your foot, it kind of hits that nylon spot as well. I'm hoping that that'll help for some reinforcement. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get working. Hi. All right, you guys, we are done. We have been nourished. We had dinner at a burger place because after our hike and all the yarn shopping, we needed salt. So did burger and fries. So the last knitting store that I went to was the Knitting Nest, and it is in Heavenly Ski Resort, that area. There's a lot of condos and timeshares and that kind of thing there. So the location is pretty unassuming. Like, it's a beautiful place, but you're like, why is there a yarn store here? You would think that it would be in the middle of a downtown area or more populated area, but I assume that they probably get a lot of people looking forward to going to their store who are there on vacation and whatnot. They've been there for a long time, so super cool. It was a cute little store, and the people there were amazing. Extremely, extremely nice. So I had seen online one of their patterns was for a hat. It was called the ANT hat. This is what it is. It definitely reminds me of the Musselburgh hat. It is a double layered hat. So she gave me that pattern for free, even though I didn't buy the kit. The pattern is super great, and it starts with a provisional cast on, and then you do one color one way and then one color and or stripes the other way. Super cute. And so as I was looking in the store, and I almost bought that. It was yak, so it was a little bit more expensive because it was you got two 50 gram skeins of yarn to do that hat. Well, I noticed that she had a 50% off bin that had two skeins of 100 gram DK weight yarn, and that's what we're using to make this hat. So it was one of these kits for $25, two for like $40, and three for $55. I don't know, like I got three kits, you guys, for $55. Amazing. And this yarn is so beautiful. It is I've never heard of it actually. Yarn Citizen is the brand, and it is wool alpaca blend. Okay, so I'm going to show you the colors real quick that I got. So I got these two here. They came in a pack together. It's Deep Sea and Honeycomb, which is like a caramelized yellow kind of color. Super pretty together. And then for my husband, I got these two in a kit together. It's Paprika and Sand. So gorgeous. And then I got these two. This is Ash and Mulberry together. So I'm gonna kind of mix and match these colors to come up with enough possibilities to make five unique hats. So one for my husband, one for my son, my son-in-law, my other son-in-law, and then my grandson will probably have a matching hat with his dad. Is kind of what I'm thinking. And then I may also do this pattern, which is the pattern, I can't remember if I've already mentioned this because I'm filming in and out because our drive is like super sunny then shady, and so sorry about that. But if I haven't mentioned this already, this pattern came in these kits. That was last year's pattern. Yeah, so I'm super excited, you guys. It was such a fun way to end the yarn crawl. I'm so sorry, Lofty Lou, that I did not get to you, but I may need to come back in a couple weeks when my son has a volleyball game in Placerville. All right, you guys, signing off. That was a really fun, successful 2025 Sierra Nevada yarn crawl.